Good morning. Welcome to the weather hazard briefing for Tuesday, June 18th. Taking a look at our key points for today, we'll see a storm system exiting our area today. With that, we will see some lingering rain and mountain snow showers. Also a few isolated thunderstorms over the central mountains, east along the Montana Divide, and into the northeast highlands today. It will remain on the cool side today, with some frost and freeze concerns continuing this morning, and then another round of that tonight with some cold overnight temperatures once again tonight. But we will see a steady warming trend begin today, with some fairly hot temperatures returning by late week into the weekend. Looking at the western U.S. satellite imagery for early this morning, we see the upper level low pressure system that brought the active weather to our region yesterday has pushed east, now centered over Montana. The cold front with that has pushed well east of our region, taking the stronger winds with it. And for us here, we're mainly just seeing some clouds wrapping around the backside of that low pressure system now, especially across the central mountains, east along the Continental Divide, and a few lingering showers with those clouds as well. As you can see here in our weather risk outlook, our main concerns into the weekend are really going to come the next couple of days, next couple of nights actually, with those frost and freeze concerns. So again, for this morning, we've got low temperatures falling into the 30s in most areas, even 20s in the higher elevations. So with that, that frost and freeze posing some danger to any gardens or other sensitive vegetation you may have outdoors. Also, we will see today, especially this afternoon, a chance for some lingering rain and snow showers, isolated thunderstorms, again in the central mountains and then east along the divide into the eastern highlands. So any precipitation amounts with those will be pretty light today, but could see those scattered showers around. And then looking ahead to Wednesday, again some minor impacts from those frost and freeze conditions once again. It will be slightly warmer than what we're expecting here this morning, but still cold enough in many locations to create some frost and freeze conditions. Once we move into Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, things quiet down across the area. On Friday, we will see a chance for some showers and thunderstorms returning to the eastern highlands, as well as the Lost River area, but expect those to be pretty low impact at this time. As far as our watches, warnings, and advisories go this morning, we do have that widespread frost advisory out for the Snake Plain and Eastern Magic Valley areas. Again, we're seeing those cold temperatures region-wide, but traditionally we only issue those frost and freeze headlines for the Snake Plain and Eastern Magic Valley corridor. Also, we have that river flood warning still in effect for the Teton River near Driggs. Taking a closer look here at the Teton River near Driggs, we do see that the river level has dropped over the last 24 hours with those colder temperatures, and also as we're starting to lose some of that high mountain snowpack as we head here into the latter half of June. So we have dropped just below minor flood stage, and we look for that trend to continue here over the next few days with just a real gradual decline in river levels here, again through the next several days. As far as our precipitation chances go today, again, as we see that moisture wrap around the backside of that exiting low pressure system, most of those rain and snow showers will be confined to the central mountains here, extending east along the divide into the northeast highlands. Precipitation amounts will be light, generally less than 1/10 of an inch for these areas. We could see some high mountain snow showers again, but again, any accumulations will be very light, around 1 inch or less, and any of those snow accumulations confined to elevations generally above 8,000 feet today. Will be another cool one out there today. after starting in the 30s in most locations this morning, 20s in the higher elevations. We will climb back into the 60s for most of the lower valleys, 40s and 50s up in the mountains. So this will be a little bit warmer than what we saw yesterday, but still about 10 to 15 degrees below normal for mid-June. And then again for tonight, we'll see another cool night. Again, a few degrees warmer than what we're seeing out there this morning, but cool nonetheless. Dropping into the 30s in many locations. And with that, we'll see another round of frost and freeze concerns. So if you do have any gardens or other outdoor vegetation you're wanting to preserve, you'll definitely want to take precautions to protect those once again tonight into Wednesday morning. The good news is winds will be much lighter today, so I'm looking for sustained winds, generally around 10 miles an hour or less in most locations, a little bit stronger up to around 15 miles an hour, and typical windier corridor from Craters of the Moon through the INL and Arco Desert. Wind gusts in that same corridor around 20 miles an hour, but less than 20 miles an hour elsewhere across the area today. That warming trend will continue through the rest of the week as we look here at our high temperatures for Wednesday. Seeing the lower valleys getting back into the 70s for highs, and then back into the 50s and 60s for the mountains by tomorrow. Looking at low temperatures here for tomorrow night. You can see that pretty much get rid of any of those frost and freeze concerns. Lows back up into the 40s, most of the lower elevations, and staying above that frost freeze range, even in the higher elevations outside of our typical cold spots such as Stanley and Island Park. Winds remain light on Wednesday, generally sustained speeds around 10 miles an hour, gusts below 20 miles an hour. And looking ahead into the weekend, we see that warming trend continues. So by the time we get into Saturday and Sunday, most of the valleys are going to be seeing highs back up into the 90s, getting into the 80s, most of the higher elevations. So comparing our highs here from yesterday to what we're expecting by Sunday, most locations will see about a 30 to 35 degree warm up. So quite the warming trend here we're expecting this week. And looking at low temperatures here on the right, again, once we get beyond Wednesday morning, lows will be much more mild and really won't have any of those frost freeze concerns anymore once we get past Wednesday morning. With that warming trend, we're also expecting mainly dry conditions. So this is a look at the precipitation expected over the next 7 days. Most of this light precipitation here in the central mountains along the divide is what we're expecting today from any lingering showers. We do have a chance for some isolated to scattered showers and thunderstorms in the eastern highlands, central mountains on Friday, but that's really about our only chance in the next week for additional precipitation. So as you can see, looking like a pretty dry period shaping up here over the next week or so. And as we peek ahead to the following week here with a 6 to 10 day outlook, looks like that trend will continue with generally below normal precipitation and above normal temperatures expected for that 6 to 10 day period. So just to wrap things up here, again, we'll see that storm system exiting the area today with that some lingering rain, mountain snow showers, isolated thunderstorms up in the central mountains along the divide and into the northeast highlands. That warming trend starts today, but it'll still be on the cool side with frost and freeze conditions this morning and again tonight. But look for that heat to return by late week into the weekend, and mainly dry conditions setting up by that time as well. So that's all we've got today for you. If you have any questions, concerns, or comments, feel free to reach out through any of the contact information listed there at the bottom of your screen. And thanks for tuning in, and have a fantastic day.